What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to jump on here real quick and show you guys something that I'm super excited about. If you've been around the channel for a while, you probably saw my video roughly almost 2 years ago already, February of 2019. I put a video up on the channel talking about a custom-made mount by Precision Sonar that they made for me to hold my two 12-inch HDS Lives right here at the wheel. I had a little bit of an issue with my console area. Other companies told me it couldn't be fixed, it couldn't be done, they couldn't make a mount to handle the issue that I had. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'll actually put a link to that video right up here above you. I'll put the link down below in the information section as well if you want to see that video and see what I'm talking about. But anyway, other companies told me it couldn't be done, and I reached out to Precision Sonar, my very first interaction with them, never dealt with them before, and they took on the project, and they absolutely knocked it out of the park. This mount, custom made. All they did was I sent them some pictures and some measurements via email, and just going by that, they custom made this mount for me, and it fits my console like a glove. The outlines are perfect. It just literally, it's absolutely perfect, and it is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. 2 years, and it's done nothing but impress me. Takes us to why we're making this video here today. Precision Sonar did it again. I can't thank them enough. If you've been around the channel, you probably know that I run a 16-inch HDS Live on the front of the boat. We decided to add a second 16-inch HDS Live on the front. We have both of them sitting right here next to me. The reason we're going to do that, I know a lot of you are going to say, why two 16s on the front? That's overkill, that's crazy, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just a personal preference, and honestly, guys, the biggest reason I'm doing it is for Lowrance's new active target transducer that they just announced. I should have in my hands any day now. I pre-ordered it the very first day that you could. I'm hoping to get it in my hands any day now, and we will have some on-the-water footage of that on this 16-inch screen, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to add that second 16 strictly for active target. So we're going to be running active target on one 16, everything else on the other 16. Mapping, down imaging, 2D sonar, all that good stuff. But when I decided to do that, I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys, two 16s on the front of a boat, not that common. I've personally never seen it before. So I ran into some issues with mounting options. Obviously, when I decided to do this, Precision Sonar was the first company that I wanted to reach out to because I've been 110% satisfied with what they did for me on the console. So I sent them an email, but I'm not going to lie, I shopped around, I looked around a little bit just to see what was out there, because again, I've never seen two 16s on the bow of a boat. I didn't know if there was anything out there for it or not. In the time that I spent shopping around, I ended up hearing back from Precision Sonar. A gentleman by the name of Jordan called me, and I then ended up speaking with Al, a gentleman by the name of Al, who I believe is the owner of Precision Sonar. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I believe he's the owner. But anyway, Jordan and Al, I told them what I wanted, told them what I was looking for, and again, I sent them a couple pictures. They built me a mount and sent me a mount that fits like a glove, and I could not be happier with it. So I'm going to show you what they sent me, show you how it works, and then I'll give you a look at how it looks on the actual bow of the boat itself. So what they sent me was, now I didn't know what they were sending me in this box. I'm not going to lie to you. I just told them what I needed, what I was looking for. They did the rest. So what they sent me was, this is a 2018 Nitro Z18, if you're new to the channel. This is the panel from the front of the boat. This is factory. This is right off the Nitro. So what you do is, we take this off. Precision Sonar sends you their own bow panel. This does not replace your factory one. It goes over your factory one just like this. It's outlined. It's custom made to the boat. It fits. I mean, it literally, the outline is perfect. You couldn't draw it any better. There's holes already drilled in it to match up with the holes that are in your factory panel to screw it back down onto the boat. So that's the first piece of the setup. One thing I do want to mention before we go any further, guys, all of Precision Sonar's components, 1/4-inch aircraft aluminum. If you're not familiar with that, it is rock solid, sturdy as can be. I have the gimbal, the factory gimbal mount right here from that came from Lowrance on my HDS 16-inch Live. It's pretty solid, but there's a little bit of flex to it. And when you're running a 16-inch screen, you obviously want it to be rock solid, and you don't want to have to worry about it. So I would trust this, but the Precision Sonar components, as you're going to see, and I'm going to show you the smart brackets that they offer, there is no flexing them. I don't care how strong you are. You're not flexing them. You're just not going to do it. So let me show you everything else, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the mount. So again, bow panel, the one from Precision Sonar, goes down first. This piece right here is absolute key to my setup, and this is where Precision Sonar's expertise came in. I didn't have to tell them to send this to me. I didn't ask for it, didn't tell them to send it. What it is a spacer. What it does is obvious. It lifts my graphs up. This is going to sit down on, this is going to be the next piece of the puzzle. My graphs are going to sit on top of this, so it lifts the graphs up. I can't remember if this was a 2.5 or a 3-inch spacer, but whatever it is, it's going to lift the graphs up. Why that's so important is because of your trolling motor. I have the Lowrance Ghost on the boat, of course. It gives you extra clearance over the trolling motor. Again, I didn't have to tell them to send this to me. They just sent it. They just knew. So I've been so impressed with Precision Sonar, you know, with everything. I can't say enough good things about them. So once you have the spacer down, here's the main ingredient of the mounting system. It's their what they call their over and under. This would go on top of the spacer. And then, of course, they send you all the hardware to secure everything. They send you these long bolts that go down through everything, and then nylon locking nuts that you would tighten up underneath. So you get all that, of course. The other good thing I like about this over-under, it swivels, and I'll show you that on the front of the boat. I'm going to give you guys a look at how it looks. You can swivel it left and right, which is pretty sweet. I do like that. Just a little bit of extra, you know, customization to the system. They also send you these longer screws, and what these screws are for, when you remove the factory panel from the boat, those screws that you're going to remove to get this panel off of the boat, I mean, obviously they're good enough for the factory setup, but they're kind of small. They send you longer and a little bit beefier screws just to make sure everything is locked down tight, not budging, not going anywhere. So they do send you these screws as well, and they come with a little, I'm not sure exactly what these are called, but once you tighten those screws down, you could actually fold it over, and that way you don't see any screws. It's like a black cap. It kind of hides all the screws. And if you know anything about me and my boat and my truck, I am anal when it comes to like the little details like that. So that's just a pretty cool thing to me as well. The other thing I want to mention real quick, these smart brackets. So going back to the gimbal here, you can use the factory gimbal from your units. Lowrance, Humminbird, whatever units you have, it doesn't matter. You can use your factory gimbals that come with your units, but I highly recommend upgrading to what they call their smart brackets. It's these pieces right here. You can see I have a set on the front and back, obviously, for both units. They're adjustable, so you can fit different size screens in there. So, you know, if you're running, let's say you're running a 10-inch graph and you want to go up to a 12, well, you don't have to replace anything. They're adjustable, and they tighten down with these screws, locks them in place. And again, as I mentioned, 1/4-inch aircraft aluminum. This gimbal from Lowrance has a little bit of flex to it. You aren't going to flex these smart brackets. I don't care how strong you think you are. It's not going to happen. They are literally rock solid. So I cannot say enough good things about it. So definitely recommend upgrading to these smart brackets. You don't have to, but in my opinion, well worth it. So, yeah, so that's basically the system that they sent to me, and I've already had it on the boat. Rock solid. I'm going to give you guys a look at it right now, and everything fits like a glove. So I just wanted to come on here and show you guys, because I've already had some people asking me, how in the world are you going to mount 2 16s on the bow of your boat? Where's the space coming? Blah, blah, blah. As you're going to see, they look perfect up there. They don't look out of place. They don't look too big. They don't... In my opinion, it looks absolutely perfect. So let me jump down out of the boat. I'm going to get all this stuff attached back to the boat real quick, and I'll give you guys a look at what it looks like on the bow. So let's take a peek at how they look installed on the boat on that Precision Sonar over and under bow mount. There you have it. Dual 16s on the front of the Z18. I cannot wait to see that active image on that 16-inch screen there. You can see how well that Precision Sonar mount fits. It literally fits like it was made. They are custom made for your boat, and it's just phenomenal. The angles are perfect. You can obviously, you know, tilt the screens back or forward however you want them. That's just how I like my view to be. This mount also allows you to spin like this if you wanted to. Just like that. They slide back and forward, you know, slightly, but I have them positioned, you know, where I need them, so the Ghost trolling motor doesn't hit at all when I go to deploy the motor. That back edge right up there, that's what I was worried about. And again, I showed Precision Sonar what I wanted. They came through and this mount is rock solid. Can't say enough good things about them. Let me jump down out of the boat, and I'll give you a little bit better of a look at all the components from a different angle. So there you have it. I can give you a little bit better of a look from this angle of all the components and how it fits from this view. Everything just fits perfect. It looks like it was custom made for the boat because it basically was custom made for the boat. So as you can see, we have the precision sonar bow panel sitting on top of our factory panel. Then the spacer goes next, and then the over and under mount goes on top of the spacer. You can see how it's held on. Those two, well, actually four, two on each side, those long bolts that I showed you that go on with the nylon locking nuts that, you know, tighten up on the bottom there. I left them loose just so I can show you guys how you can spin it and rotate it and, you know, slightly slide it back and forth. So I left everything loose just to kind of give you guys an idea of what you can do with this mount. But it fits like a glove. And once you have everything tightened down, I mean, I was literally able to grab the mount and just shake the entire boat. No concerns whatsoever of this mount going anywhere or my graphs going anywhere. And I highly recommend adding on these smart brackets. You can use those factory gimbals that come with your units, but these smart brackets are just that much sturdier, just makes everything that much more solid. I mean, you can see how thick they are. It's crazy. There's no way you're bending them by hand like you can do with the gimbals that come with your units. So couldn't be happier, guys. Obviously, it has the hole right here in the middle of the spacer where you can run your wires up through all of your cables and go to the units. We didn't do that just yet. This video was just solely to show you guys the mounts themselves. So I may actually do a video of running the wire and the cables for the second 16-inch Live, just in case there's anybody out there who wants to mount their own graphs, never done it before. Super easy to do. So Precision Sonar, check them out if you are in the market for a mount. Tell them I sent you. Tell them you saw my video if you want. Great guys to work with, great company to work with. I can't say enough good things about them, and their mounts are second to none. So give them a look if you're in the market. Bow, console, doesn't matter. They do offer other products on their website as well. Obviously, we're just talking about their mounting systems here today, but they do offer other products as well. So precisionsonar.com, tell them I sent you. Stay tuned for some videos on active target coming up on the water on that 16-inch Live screen. Cannot wait for that. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.